All right, so but I'm gonna give you feedback on your midterm test, right? In fact, you did very well. Okay, keep it up, right? This is out of 42 and a half out of 50, and then 85% out of 100. Scale this to 40%, and then your SBI result is out of 100, scaled up to 60%. Add two together, you get your coursework mark, which is 74, right? Your coursework mark, lah, right? Now this is still being reviewed. Usually it will be all right, nah? Yeah, but if there's a the reviewer see something I didn't see, whether maybe plus or minus 1 or 2 marks, something like that lah. Not much changes lah, I guess lah. Huh? Still being reviewed lah, but I give you feedback first. So our last class together. So we'll go through this. This one is correct, right? And here also correct. Here also correct. Nothing much I can talk to you about lah. I think, yeah. Um, I like the fact that you go to right to the interface. Okay, right to the interface there. Okay, that should be the correct way. So here I accept it in the marking scheme. What the answer is, the add another router. Okay, and remove the hub. Add another router. Move the switch and switch 1 and 2 to the new router. But what you did was remove the hub, connect direct to router 2, since the question didn't specifically say whether to add or another whatever. Just change topology, right? So I accept your answer, right? Okay. So
Oh,
we'll see if
okay.
the review accept your answer, but for me, I accept the answer, right? So that means this will reduce the broadcast domain. Yeah. Right. So again, all this correct, and this one switch forgets too many errors. Partially true. That's correct as well. That's the problem, right? Because if your network, your LAN is not very stable. I mean, the cable is not the good the good cable, the one with shielded. Sometimes got interference. This will propagate too many errors. Correct. Right. So here also, I think it should be correct. I don't see any problem. This one is 2A1. Complete answer should be how many marks? 10. Excuse me. 5.5 here. 2.5 years. So 5.5, 2.5. So 2 marks. Yeah, here. You're correct about the IP address. 0 should be network, cannot use. But you give 2, which is already taken. So if you just give any other host address rather than 2, it should be okay because 2 is already taken. And then you give to 255. If you give any other rather than 255, should be okay.
Actually,
Okay, Noel, 255 is broadcast.
oh yeah, broadcast.
Broadcast address cannot be set to. Um, you're right. 256 is beyond the range. 255 maximum, but 255 is a broadcast address which cannot be used to as a host address. So maybe 254 or any that is not being used. Is that okay, Noel?
Okay. Actually, I realized this mistake, but yeah, no time to
Can't
amend the
hear you,
mistake.
Noel. Is your mic on? It's I can't hear. No sound. I don't think I can't hear you. All right. Just maybe you just type first lah. Oh, you realize the mistake. Okay. No time to amend. All right. All right. Yeah, I have to practice being a bit faster. Yeah. Um. Yep. Correct. Router and switch. Yeah. Here. One. I forgot really why I put one question mark there. Let me just double check. I think one is already used, is it? And another thing is, uh, you when you put IP address, so you have to put the subnet mask as well. The question mark is for subnet mask. You forgot to put the subnet mask there, right? Oh yeah, I put one because you clash. Both interface got same IP address, so that's got to be wrong. You just change one of them again, and also yeah, each of because that IP this IP address will become the gateway for that VLAN, right? So hang on, point one. They should be in the different VLAN, so it should be okay, isn't it? Maybe I'm the one making mistake. Hang on, dot one already used or not? I think already used. That's why. Let me just look at the question paper. Yeah, it's already being used. Dot 205.1 already used. But 105, 105, 105 is using dot two. So this one should be okay. I will amend that one. Okay, Noel. 105.2 used, but dot one I think not used yet. So but this one dot one already used, so cannot use reuse again. It's used for PCB, right? Okay, so and here I just put half. You're supposed to get what mark? How many mark that? You're supposed to get one mark for each PC, right? I just you just get half mark because you said set the correct default gateway, but you should put in the configuration. So what is the default gateway? So address. So PCA default gateway address, PCB default gateway address. So where do you get the default gateway address? Is from what you specify here, right? That address on that sub interface becomes and depending on which VLAN it is, becomes that VLAN's gateway address. So the PC that belong to that VLAN should get that particular, whichever it is, that particular uh, gateway address. Is that okay, Noel? Okay. Right. So next, yeah, this is correct topology or alternate stick. And then here, this next one, correct, correct. And then here, correct F2, F6, correct. Designated port. All right. So you miss one because you put in FA18 as block ports. Actually, the third designated port is FA18, right? Yeah, because block port only one port block. If you block both, then it cannot work already. So this one is actually one of the designated port answer here. And then the block port is only one port, F18, FA10. All right, and that's it. Okay, any question? Because if you look at the topology, where's the topology? Not shown here. If you look at the question paper, the topology for that, if you block a F18 and F10, then no, both also being blocked. You should block only one. So which one, FA10 or FA18? So if FA10 is the block port, F18 is the designated port. All right. Is that okay? Noel? Okay. So, all right. So let's go back to our what lah class. All right. So I've spoken to Kelvin and Noel. Now it's Vincent's Ferris' turn. Kelvin and Noel, if you wish to leave, you can leave already, right? Please, when you're doing your revision, if you have any question, right, you can let me know. Okay, use our WhatsApp group.